Yo, what is up guys, it's Ripper and here with a new video for you guys today. And guys, I want to talk about something that is kind of been in the news for a little bit in the gaming community. And this is, if you go on Twitch, if you go on YouTube, I mean, you could ask your biggest streamer this question, and it's a pretty common question to be asked right now. And it's about the whole situation with games being quote unquote ruined by streamers, content creators, and vice versa. And what I want to talk about today is a little in-depth detail on that, and obviously what's my thoughts on it. Do I really think streaming is ruining games? Do I think that there should be things called streamer priority, where streamers now should get, you know, defaultly, like in games, they should get their names? As if you don't know, Asmongold talked about that. Or do I think it's fine the way it is, and do I think that streamers shouldn't get priority? So I'm going to give all my thoughts on that in today's video. So I just want to start with, if you enjoyed today's video, please be sure to leave a like, subscribe if you are new, turn on the bell notification to know when a video goes live as always, and of course check out my Twitch, twitch.tv/xripper, to know when I go live on Twitch playing variety games. Recently I've been playing a lot of New World. New World's been a lot of fun, so if you guys are curious and interested in just either asking me questions live or watching me play some New World, check me out on Twitch, guys. I'll be right there. But to start off today's video, I kind of wanted to start with the whole question of, is streaming ruining gaming? Are streamers and content creators ruining gaming? Because I think there's a difference here. So back then, when streaming wasn't super big, and like really I guess you could say YouTube was kind of there, but like that's really it, right? Gaming wasn't super bad, and overall was pretty fair. I mean, you think of like OG days of like Black Ops days. I'm just gonna think Call of Duty because that's the game I grew up on. But like you hop on Modern Warfare, you hop on Call of Duty, Black Ops 2, all that stuff, right? You didn't really deal with this whole, oh, you know, let's go, you know, let's stream snipe this guy, let's try to ruin his game. Like that wasn't really a thing. You know, there was YouTubers, but even when YouTubers are in a game, you're like, hey man, what's up? You know, I like your videos, and then you eat out of there or leave, right? At the same time, there's ways to stop people from getting into your game with the YouTubers as a YouTuber, and like you could avoid people from trying to get into your game and ruin anything. So there's ways to protect it, right? Now, we're in 2021, where streaming is essentially everything. I mean, realistically, you know, there's YouTube videos, but everyone's trying to stream and all these things. And then all these big streamers like Tim the Tatman, Dr. Lupo, Courage, Ninja, right? Cypher PK, these are just small ones here, but just ones to think about, right? Small list of it. You have thousands of people trying to just join their games. Now let's just think about an example. Let's go to Warzone. Think about Tim, Nick Mercs, try to play a game of Warzone. What happens? Friendly stream snipers and bad stream snipers and hackers, right? So now it's not just playing the game. It is now having to deal with different scenarios. Now, good stream snipers and stuff like that is kind of doable. Like that's fine, right? But then you have hackers and bad stream snipers. Now, what is this doing? Now it's causing people that are streaming to essentially ruin certain lobbies. And yeah, it sucks. But do I think it's completely ruining gaming as a whole? No. And here's why. Because gaming is supposed to adapt and change. You're not supposed to have the same thing. I mean, look at when Modern Warfare first came out to BO2. The community was massively different. It wasn't the same. It wasn't like, oh, it's the same. No, like things were different and things changed. You saw a lot more YouTubers, right? And so when you got to YouTubers, people could like go in and like everyone was kind of chill, but no one was really targeting. But now that we have streaming here in the conversation, streaming, yes, is going to definitely inflict gaming. And I think in a part short term, yes, it did ruin it. It did make it gaming essentially not casual anymore. If you're playing, it's competitive. You know, obviously there's a lot of good that came with it. It made careers. It made people be able to play games for a living that didn't want to be a pro player and weren't good enough or didn't want to, right? So yes, it did give some benefits. But in a sense, I will agree on part of it. Yes, it did ruin a lot of gaming. It made games simply unplayable, and made them to where you can't join lobbies without having to deal with people trying to ruin your game. I mean, again, I go back to Nick Mercs' situation. He can't play Warzone without people trying to ruin his game. And yeah, as a person, it sucks. Now, on a disagreeing standpoint, I guess you could say, there's this thing called streamer's privilege or streamer's priority, either one. And people are trying to make claims, not gonna call them out, but there are people out there trying to make claims that, and say for example, New World. People are trying to say that the devs and the creators of the game should give streamer priority, where certain streamer names should defaultly be unable to be taken or defaultly given to a certain streamer. And here's the truth here. I'm just gonna say how it is. Absolutely not. That is the most privileged thing you could ask for. And yeah, guess what? Cool, it fucking sucks you can't have your name. But you go back to gaming back then, if your name was taken, you didn't fucking cry about it. You accepted it, picked a different name, or found a variant of the game and played. Now, there are streamers, yes, that are crying and complaining about this shit, where they're like, oh, I can't get my name. It's like, cool, bro, it sucks. Congrats, you got success, but that's the way it is. That's the thing that comes with it. And I'm just going to say this, if you are a streamer, content creator, and you are trying to make it big, just know you're not going to have benefits that you are thinking that you aren't even really thinking about now, right? You think right now, you hop into any game you want. If you have a not so common name, like I think of Ripper, right? RHIP, I can go to any game and I can take that name because I know no one's going to think about it. But say I was somebody who streamed to 10,000 plus people. You really think I'm going to get my name if it's a one name only situation? It's not like Activision where you can have Ripper and then a bunch of hashtags, different numbers, right? No, like think of New World. You can literally only have one name in that server with that name. And guess what? It's part of life, man. I understand, like, if my name becomes so big that I can't even have my name, yeah, it sucks, man. It does. But then the same thing people complain about on Twitter. So, yeah, gaming has drastically changed because of streamers. And, you know, there's good and bad from it. And that's just kind of the one bad, I would say. That's like the biggest bad thing that came from it, is just people trying to get streamer priority or streamer privilege. And I don't think that should ever be a thing. But when it comes from a casual gamer perspective, it does suck, because now we really can't play games casually. We can't play games to have fun. You are playing to compete. If you aren't competing, you're gonna lose. And you know, we think about it as if you're just simply doing YouTube, right? Let's think about someone like FaZe Jev. FaZe Jev can play a game and then upload it and not have any real issues. Maybe a few people in game are like, oh, it's Jev, right? But then it's like he can still play the game to have fun. And what I tell people is, if that's what you're trying to get and you're trying to avoid the whole issue of, well, I'm trying not to be killed every game I play, then go play games and only upload YouTube videos. Don't stream. Because if you stream and you see people that are, you know, there to ruin your day, they're going to target you. And yeah, it sucks. That part, bringing the toxicity level, did infect the gaming community, and gaming probably won't ever be the same. I'm willing to say that. It probably will never be the same again, where it was, you could get on a game and play casually, have fun, pop stomp. You know, we're probably never going to get that back. Let's just be real with each other here. We're probably not. But what we can do is learn to adapt. And that is what I'm going to take away from everything that has been happening in this. And for the whole debate of, has streamers ruined gaming? Yeah, they did. Do I think that it was inevitable? Yes. I think this was inevitable to stop. This was going to happen. I mean, you think about how big streaming got. It's going to take over. I mean, clearly it did. And probably people back then could have predicted that. But it's the part of the process that we have to understand, that this was inevitable from happening. Now, YouTube has been a thing for years, even before streaming really became a thing. And so, yeah, a lot of people did YouTube videos, and it wasn't super bad. But we can't really do anything about that, because with YouTube, you uploaded or recorded, edited, and uploaded when people didn't know about it. This is just the chance you're taking with streaming, is that you're going to lose nice privileges that you didn't get before when you were streaming. And for all the big streamers out there that do complain about them, you know, I don't agree with their takes. I don't agree with the idea of that there should be such an extreme privilege now that I'm this big of a person. No, that shouldn't fucking exist. You shouldn't just get your name because I'm a big streamer. No, it doesn't fucking work, in my opinion, at all. But we need to learn to adapt, and those people need to learn to adapt. So yeah, if it may have ruined gaming, it didn't ruin everything. It didn't make gaming impossible. We still play games. Just have that group of friends that you can play casually with and don't care about playing competitive. If you are worried about playing competitive purely because, oh, gaming's ruined, then you're not playing the game to have fun. And that is where your main issue is then. But yes, gaming may have been ruined. Gaming, isn't the same back then. But this was gonna happen no matter what. That is my honest opinion of that. So, what I'm asking you guys in the comments of this video, put your thoughts. Do you think that this was inevitable? Do you think it was going to happen no matter what? And overall, what are your thoughts on gaming being quote unquote ruined? Do you think it was ruined? Do you think it wasn't? And overall, I am curious on this. Do you think that there be such thing as streamer priority? Do you think streamers should defaultly get their names like the big streamers no matter what? All things that I'm curious about, so leave in the comments below your thoughts on it, because I am going to be going through and reading all the comments on this video and seeing what you guys have to say. But to conclude all this up, if you guys enjoyed today's video, as always, like I said, be sure to leave a like, subscribe if you are new, turn on bell notification to know when I go live. And guys, I want to say I appreciate all the love and support recently. The Great Resignation video is going crazy right now, so I just want to say thank you all watching for that. And on that note, I'll see you all in the next one. Peace out.